How you doing, brother? Welcome in.
What's up, Hype? What's going on, man?
Yo, man, I'm good,
Young
brother.
Stallion in the building, man.
Yo, what's
What's up,
popping?
bro?
What's popping? Thank you so much for taking time for being here today, bro.
No, thank you for letting me be on here. I don't know what was going on before. It was just all messed up, but
It's all good,
it's
man.
good that it's good now.
It's all good. So, guys in the chat, this is TechBomb. He's a mixer partner. I believe you are. Do you do variety streaming? Do you specify in like one particular game or?
I am. I like to tell everybody that I am a variety streamer,
Yeah.
but a lot of people would be like, "Oh, you're a Fortnite streamer," but I could play anything. To be honest,
Yeah.
like you just seen me playing Destiny, and
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite games, believe it or not. So I play
Yeah.
a whole bunch of games.
Yeah, I understand that. So the way that this segment works is we've got you for about an hour and a half, if that's okay, and we're just going to ask you like a variety of questions to get to know you a little bit more, to know about your content and whatnot, and then go from there. So let's start from like the very beginning. In that, how did you first get into streaming? How long ago was it? And what kind of games did you start with versus what you're on now?
So I started streaming. It's a funny story. I actually started streaming because it was my brother's birthday, and
Okay.
this was back in October of 2017. And it was a whole bunch of family over, and they wanted to see me play Fortnite because
Yeah.
I honestly had the most wins out of all my friends, family
Yeah.
members, everything like that. So they wanted to see how I did what I did, and I was like, okay, let me turn on the stream because on Xbox, there's a start broadcast option on your actual Xbox. So I just pressed that button and I allowed them to come in there. And it was like, 4 or 5 of my cousins that was in there. There was 3 other people. And
Yeah.
the chat was just very, very, very interactive. We were talking, having a good time, laughing, having some good drinks and everything like that. And the next day I pressed the button again to see what was going to happen. And I had 5 other people join besides the other 3 people that were already there. And I had 8 people for this next time. And then
Yeah.
I was like, this is honestly a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And after that day, it's just been, nonstop. Turn on your stream, turn on your stream, turn on your
Yeah.
stream. And I always tell everybody, it's the biggest thing is that you don't know who's watching your stream.
Yeah.
And it's really like just as long as I've been streaming for, it's really something that I lived off of. Like you don't know who's watching your stream.
Yeah.
You turn on your stream, you might either have 5 to 10 followers, or you could have 10,000 followers. It's just
It's nuts.
you turn on your stream, you don't know what's going to happen.
Absolutely, bro. So you've been streaming for nearly 2 years then, from what you've been saying. So since like 2017. Has it always been on Mixer, or did you start on any other platforms?
I never started on no other platform. I just turned my stream on Mixer and started from there.
Did you go through Xbox streaming or?
Yeah, my up to 200 followers, I had everything on Xbox.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything with PCs or anything like that. That was all Xbox. Just turned it on. Went and bought a camera at I think I was at like maybe 55 followers. Bought a camera.
Yeah.
Still with me to this day, but just turned it on.
How do you find it having transitioned from Xbox to PC?
It's a learning curve. You're gonna have to learn. I mean, a lot of people come to me, ask me questions. I'm always, there to help them answer it. But I just told them like it's better to get hands on instead of somebody telling you like just now. If somebody goes and says, "All right, you turn this on, this on, this on," and if you just look, someone's always telling you something. It's gonna be very hard for you when it's time that person doesn't answer the phone call or doesn't able to help you. And you're stuck. You gotta kind of like learn it all on your own. So that's what I started to do. Yeah. Because I built my own PC, believe it or not, too. So I learned to do all that stuff on your own. Because if you don't, then you could be throwing out a lot of money, or you could be just throwing out, wasting time when you could be having everything done by yourself.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. And it's definitely not a cheap process. People in the chat are saying about that. It's it can be quite an expensive thing as well. And that also, one of the hardest transitions is transitioning from controller to mouse and keyboard. And when I first switched from console, because I grew up with console as well, and changed to PC gaming, I still used the controller on PC for probably about the first 3 months until I forced myself to change it. How did that go for you? Like, what did you do?
Believe it or not, I'm the same boat as you, but I've tried to do mouse and keyboard because I played like simple games where it doesn't take a lot of WASD situations like that. I ran games like Diablo and what other games I played? RuneScape. Yeah. So those games are all mouse clicking and typing into your friends and stuff like that. So I never really had that, but like FPS shooters and stuff like that, that's always controller's been in my hand since I was like a little baby, like
Same.
maybe 3 years old. Controller's always been in my hand.
Yeah, crazy when you make that transition, right? But I always say, like, streaming has definitely brought more people to PC. Like, once you see how convenient it is to be able to play off it, stream off it, you know, read your chat off it, it's just like, you just kind of think, well, what the hell was I doing on a console this whole time, right? When I've got this opportunity where I can just learn mouse and keyboard and just have everything in front of me. How does your like setup look? How many monitors do you have? What keyboard, mouse you use, etc., etc.?
So okay, yeah. So that exactly what you said though. It's honestly, it's so much easier because when I started doing the competitions, when they were doing the like the solo cups and all those cups that came out for Fortnite, that's when I started playing controller on PC for the frames, and that's when I realized like I could have been doing this the entire time and been getting better on PC the entire time, and would have saved so much more money because people don't realize Elgatos are not cheap.
No.
And you need an Elgato to stream off of console. You know what I'm saying? So but my setup is right now 3 monitor setup. The one I'm looking at that you guys keep seeing me look is that way. That's my my internet browser. So that's how I'm looking at the chat to try to read some of the things and, you know, get to know your chat and stuff like that. And then my middle screen that is right here in front of me this way, that is my actual gameplay. So that's my Xbox. And then this side is all my OBS, my Discord, and all that stuff that I gotta keep my eye on at all times. So I use a 3 monitor setup for that reason, and then I also have a stream deck to make a lot easier. So when you're in game, like if you play a game on PC, it's very hard to press the home key to go back into the chat to press a button. So that's why I went and got the stream deck, and I could press a couple buttons on there. So I kind of want to get a bigger one, but the one I have now is doing me pretty good.
Which one do you use? Is the mini one that you've got, or is it like just the medium sized one?
Just the medium size one. I seen the extra large one.
Huge,
I didn't realize it. I was like, I didn't think I needed it, but believe it or not, my thing is full up. So I might go and get that. But right now, everything that I need is on here. So
I understand. So tell us a bit about like your you know, your current streaming schedule. Do you have a schedule in place, and the games that you kind of play around that schedule as well?
So yes, I do have a streaming schedule. I know it's pretty hard to follow a streaming schedule just because of obviously stuff that happens on life. That's why when jobs and you have jobs, everybody has jobs, you know, you call out because some stuff actually happens. So my schedule right now, and I'm a grinder. I mean, I get on, and if I'm playing, anytime I'm playing, I'm always streaming. You know what I'm saying? Just right now, I was just having some fun on the side, but when I do stream, it's from 2 p.m. to most of the time, I will go to 2 p.m. Now, 12 hours is a very long time. Holy. I don't try to push over. But those are the times I'm on because most of the time I'm having fun. You know what I'm saying? So if you're having fun while growing, it's like, why get off? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you need sleep and everything like that. So I count for all that stuff. But just 2 to 2. And then when I do get on, I'm always either playing Fortnite, 2K, Destiny. Apex has been a thing I've been trying to get back into. What else games I can think of? Rainbow Six Siege was another game I'm trying to get back into, but due to what they did to that whole ranking system, kind of threw me off because you have to play bombs. So, you know, if you do play Siege, you know what I'm talking about. But just those are mainly the games I do play. But any game that comes to me that I can get my hands on and that people want to watch and I want to play, I'm gonna always do it. No matter what. Like I know it's to follow the hype and all that, but like sometimes you don't want to do that because if I'm sitting here playing a game I don't want to play, and now if I'm playing a game that I don't want to play and people are watching me like drain myself and I don't look like I'm really into it, it can throw off a lot of people as well. So that's why I try to play games that I want.
Absolutely.
And I want to play.
Yeah, we speak about that quite a lot actually. It's really, really important. If you sit there and play a game that you really don't like and don't enjoy, it's just going to reflect your attitude and everything you do, right? So definitely important to pick, you know, games that you do enjoy. But we also, you know, within our community, we discuss a lot of different things. So you said, I just want to touch across a couple of points. You said that you do like pretty much 12 hours a day, right? The way that I was kind of like, let's say like educated and brought up in the streaming world was to not do that much and spend more time also, like let's say you do like a 6-7 hour stream and then spend the rest of the time getting your content out on social media so people can find you via social media and stuff. How have you found it, what you're doing versus the potential of splitting your time and getting your clips and content out onto social media as well?
So that is a great question. And I'm going to answer this so honest. Is that my clips and stuff like that? I haven't been able to put them out on Twitter as much as I should have.
Yeah.
And I should be doing. So that is a good part. That's where it comes with people ask me, why don't you do YouTube and stuff? I have a YouTube channel, but I just don't use it as much because I'm always live streaming.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to do both when you're doing that many hours. That's why a lot of people try to stick with. But my intentions and my thoughts on it was to stick with your live streams, such as like Twitch and Mixer and all those other great content that you could put out on there. I was thinking just to keep going with Mixer and allowing my Mixer to continue to expand and grow, and then the people that really do care for you, I'm not saying really do care for you, but the people that are like really, you know what I'm saying, what's next, what is your next move, they're gonna follow anything you do. So if I was to make a move to a different platform, those people would follow me. Those are I call my, you know, my loyal community people, and those are the people that always support me on anything I do. So that's what I was saying. If I can grow with that more, and then I'll say if it's I do have a YouTube going, I got 5K subscribers and stuff like that. That's going to cause me to push more content. And when I want to do content like that, that's where I want to make content where it's just like enjoyable to watch. Instead of putting like a live stream to like, that's enjoyable to watch, of course, but that's for the people that miss the live stream. They're like, okay, instead of watching a VOD, I'll go watch a YouTube video because I know it's always going to be on there. So I try to get a little bit of both. And that's why it's really hard to do the clips on Twitter and stuff like that. My Twitter is more so like me trying to give back to the community along with supporting everybody, and that's really more Twitter is more so about. But you are right. Putting content on your Twitter is really good to do, especially for growing your Twitter and getting people to see you more. Because, you know, if somebody retweets it, that's a whole different community that gets to see what you're about.
Yeah, do you know what? It's a really interesting question. I'm glad that I've got you on here and that you do go down that route, because it's a conversation that I really have wanted to have with somebody for a long time, and just in front of a lot of people as well, so they can kind of chime in as well. There's two different mentalities about it. You know, you have the grinders that sit and stream like 12, 14 hours a day, or like even more than that at times, and they just like grind, Twitch. And then you've got other people like I said, the way that I was, you know, influenced and the way that I grew up in the Twitch world, along with how I kind of preach to my audience, and that, you know, sometimes streaming 12 hours every day is potentially could burn you out, you know, at times if you're not enjoying the games you're playing. It could, if you're going to stream like 12 hours a day every single day, then your viewers have never got anything to miss because they know you're going to be there. So they may get either bored of your content or they may end up watching other people. So it's good to have that break in between, so people get like a, you know, oh, I miss him. I actually really want to check out his content because it's been a while. So I don't know really. It kind of works both ways. There's advantages and disadvantages of both. Especially if you want like a large social media like growth and want to kind of get your content out in different ways. But then I also see it your way, where the more you're live, the more chance you've got pulling more people in, and the more chance you've got getting people to, like, you know, subscribe to your channel and whatnot. So is there a perfect solution? No, it's a tough one, right?
I'm sorry to cut you off because I wanted just to get in there right what you said, that one point where you said you were talking about how that people will get bored of your content. I feel like it's just the Mixer issue. Yeah. Not issue, but it's just a Mixer thing, is where I like to call it momentum. So if I'm on streaming and I'm doing custom lobbies, let's say for example, custom lobbies. Yeah. If I'm running custom lobbies and I have momentum going where I'm getting 40 to 50 people and it's every day, we're coming back, customs, and then I just disappear. And then people are going to do what a lot of people do, is going to go and try to find more customs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're going to try to find another content creator that's doing customs that was allowing it to happen. So then if I go back and I come back online, the 25 to 30 people that we had in the 40 to 45 games, those 25 to 30 people are going to be missing. So that's why I like to call it momentum. I always use this example, and I kind of think it's the best example to put it as, is like a TV show. If we all watch a TV show, and your TV show is expected to be there on 6 o'clock every day Eastern time, 6 o'clock. Yeah. And now all of a sudden the show just disappears, and everybody's gonna, panic, like, where's the show? And if that show isn't like getting back to the, their watchers, like, hey, listen guys, we had a bug happen or something, just something happened. That's where they look at it like, all right, I got to go find a new show. Like the show that I've been watching Stanley, and I've been watching Stanley, and I've been watching Bon. These are my shows that I watch, and then they just disappear. It's like they look at it like, oh, like we're kind of stuck. Like I don't know how to get. You know what I'm saying? How to get another show going. You know what I mean?
But do you not feel like if you have like a schedule in place, like for example, but like don't. So like I understand what you're saying, but like say if you have a schedule in place, but like don't stream. Like let's say you don't stream 12 hours, you stream 6 hours, and you put the other 6 hours into other projects like YouTube and Twitter and posting content and supporting other streamers and getting into their content and meeting new people. Do you think where it's such a hard one, isn't it? Because they both benefit in different ways. Like, do you think it's worth grinding 12 hours versus 6 hours and then 6 hours onto social media and getting your content out through that way as well? Like it's. But both of them stick to a schedule, if that makes sense. So you know people are going to come back. It's a real hard one because I've come from a background where it's like, right, 4 to 5 days a week, 6 to 7 hours a day. Make sure you get out there on social media, get your name out there, do things to get yourself known, etc. And I've started meeting a lot more people that come from the grinder kind of basis of where it's like, well, we do 12 hours a day every fucking day if we can, and we just grind. And I used to see that. I used to see that as a way of like. That doesn't work. But the more and more I get into it, the more and more people I'm meeting from that background. It's really interesting. Have you always been like that? Have you always put that amount of time and hours into it, or not?
Not a chance. Like when I first started streaming, I was maybe 2 hours, and I'll just get frustrated. Like everybody gets frustrated at the beginning because you're hung up too much on views, and that was me. I was stuck on views. I'm like, I went from having 12 to 13 people to having 2 to 3, and that's where I started getting frustrating. And that when you get frustrated, the first thing you do is just, all right, I'm turning off my stream for the day.
Yeah.
And when I started to realize, like, if I just get away from focusing on views and focusing on trying to grow and focus on the people that are in chat that are communicating with me, if I start focusing on them more, it'll just it would uplift you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have a great chat, I can already see it. You have a great chat, so they're always there with you.
Yeah.
Just what's going on? How's the day? What's going on? And you can build a friendship with them. It's just so much more better.
Yeah.
And it really can allow you to grind those hours. Because nobody wants to like if I'm sitting on the game right now, we're both chilling. Me and you are playing, and your chat is super active we're both watching for 12 hours. Your ad is super active, and my ad is just. My chat is just sitting there, and I have nobody talking. Maybe every, 15 minutes, someone's saying, "Oh, what game is this?" That's gonna cause me to be like, "All right, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want to, probably get off and just play offline." But now, if I got a chat that's super, super active, and we're just going at it, and we're always talking, then I'm just gonna sit on here and play the game along with growing, and what I'm saying, because I love games. I know you probably love games.
Gotcha, yeah.
If, you know what I'm saying? If we're sitting here playing the game, why not grow and play the game? And why not communicate and play the game? You know what I'm saying? It gets you also out of your bubble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was always an outgoing person growing up and everything. I'm always talking with people and stuff like that. But for the people that, we go to an event like a con or something like that, or like PAX or something.
Yeah.
You could really start to see people's, social bubble really starting to like burst because they don't want to get out of that, and I try to get people to come out of it, but it's very hard. So that's why I really try to do those long hours and really get to know people more so.
Amazing. Do you know what? That was actually a really good conversation. I'm glad we got to speak more into that because especially this month, I'm testing something a little bit different as well. Because with it being September and whatnot as well, I'm trying to put more hours into streaming this month, which obviously means less time on social media. But for me, that's weird because like I communicate a lot via DMs on like Twitter and stuff, and now that I'm putting more hours into streaming, I am falling behind on things that I was always able to keep up with. So for me, the transition is rough, but I am also seeing a benefit on the Twitch side of things. So it's kind of like where do you put your time and effort into, and where is it going to pay off the most? Question I haven't actually asked you yet: you do this full time with what you're doing right now?
Yes. Right now, I'm doing it full time. And when things come like scarce with money and stuff like that, I always can, either get a job. Yeah. Because I know a bunch of places that'll definitely accept me. Along with getting a job, my uncle, he definitely helps me out a lot. Yeah. If I ever need something, he'll get a job and we'll just work it. And, so right now, money is not an issue. Definitely doing very well with streaming and everything like that.
Love
I don't know if I can speak about that, but
Yeah, of course, whatever you're happy to open up
versus
with,
like
bro. You know, like
yeah, like what I'm saying. So like right now, I'm making a steady like 35, and when I make a steady 35, it's for me. I live with my mom and everything like that, so
yeah,
paying rent with everybody that's around, it's going well. Like I can pay rent, go and get myself new shoes, new games, new anything I want, I can get, and along with saving as well because who knows how long this is gonna go for.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like I just had a big, huge month where like I had 67. So I was like, it's just it can go really high or it can go really low, but I haven't been
yeah,
anything lower than what I'm saying. Because I'm just pushing content all the time. So
yeah,
from subs to and then Mixer had a big thing with Sparks. Sparks just have been changed like dramatically. So
yeah.
that changed, but I still made the same amount. So I'm not really stressing it that in that way. But it's definitely like it's we make you guys have bits, we have embers, so
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
those stuffs are important to push along with content. So that's why I'm on for 12 hours because you know what I'm saying. I gotta
Got to
what I'm saying
hustle,
keep
right?
pushing content. Yeah, basically in that way.
It's a scary thing though, right? Like people don't understand how scary it is being a full-time content creator, bro. Because you can literally like, there's times where I've been like on top of the world with like average views and subs and all that. There's other times where things have just dropped and dropped and dropped, like, and you just sit there and you're trying to work harder than ever before, and things just
Mm-hmm.
keep going the wrong way, and it's just like
Yeah,
you can't control it. It's not even necessarily that you're doing something wrong. It's that I don't know, like maybe people in your community are not able to financially support, or maybe that people in your community, maybe have found other people to go and watch, or anything like that, or like it's a busy time of the year because seasons is a thing. Summer people are
yeah.
out and about. Christmas, people nobody has money. Like it's that goes and reflects on content creators as well. So has there? I'm gonna ask a little bit about you now, your experiences. Firstly, has it ever been a month where you just thought, you know what, this is just fucking diabolical, like how if I get more months like this, I'm just gonna have to do something about it, sort of thing.
Yeah. Like it happened to me 2 times.
Yeah,
When I was around 20K, I couldn't move. Like I mean, I got on stream, um, no sparks, embers. No, I couldn't move at all,
yeah,
and that's when I really had like a thing to just. I just looked at it and I was like, "Yo, I don't think I could do this anymore." Like I was really going to not quit, but I was going to stop and start focusing on finding because I was going to school at the time and it was just draining. I had work, school. I was trying to get back into the gym as well, so I had all this stuff going on. That's when I really looked at it. I was like, "Yo, I think I might need to stop streaming for the time being." And I couldn't grow. And I had one person come into my stream, and I mean, he not changed everything, but he really looked at it and was like, "I love your content," and dropped a huge tip along with a whole bunch of embers. And that's where I was like, maybe this is my break. And then right from there, I was starting to grow and I was just going back and then everything was just going. And that's where I really looked at it and I was like, that's going to happen. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's going to happen. So when I hit 30K, the same thing happened. It was just starting to go slow again. But financially, it wasn't going slow, me growing. Like I was getting on stream, putting in hours, and I mean 8 hours just to receive 30 followers. I'm not upset about that at all, but at the same time, content creators trying to grow, 30 followers ain't gonna really do as much. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So that, and if anybody's listening to become a content creator, 30 followers is amazing. For me, like that was my standards. I was looking more so to get 100 and plus a day, and I was doing that. And then when I hit 30K, it just stopped. It just stopped. I don't know if it was me taking a little. I think I took like 3 days off, and I told the community about it, and maybe that caused me to like
Here he
my momentum,
goes.
like what I like to say a lot. My momentum just went down. So
yeah.
I guess that was the issue. But that's what I was trying to really just look at it and be like, I don't know if I could really do this. And that's when that person helped me, and I was just super thankful for it. So definitely.
Yeah, we spoke about this before you came on. Stats, viewership, and numbers can really fuck with your head, right? Like it can make you think,
Big time.
30 followers a day, right? So this is an
Mhm.
example of how I look at it, right? There are some streamers out there who have 10 times, even more than 10 to 20 times my view count, and they have half of my subscribers. Now you ask yourself, would you rather have 600 to 1,000 viewers who are there just purely to watch your game, or would you rather have 60 to 100 viewers who are there to support you and your community and everything you do. And you probably earn a lot more from the latter half, if that makes sense, from the other way. And it's actually really surprising on how it does work, in that view count doesn't always, and follower count doesn't always represent sub count or represent how much your community comes through for you. And it's really, I find it really, really interesting. Have you ever experienced anything like that? Like, you ever looked at like bigger streamers and just think, you know what, this guy may be getting like loads and loads more viewers than me, but actually I'm doing really well for myself in this regard or this regard, you know?
Yeah, I spoke to another content creator, and we were looking at it. It was another thing back when we had Sparks, there was a lot of content creators that they were at 4,000 followers, and I was at 30, and they were receiving way more Sparks than me. That was just more so the community base. If you have a community that's built that's for you, I think those are better. But at the same time, like you said, if you have 600 to 1,000 views. 600 to 1,000 views, you're gonna get put higher on the ladder.
Yeah.
And now if you put up higher on the ladder, you get those chances to get those people to come into your stream.
Yeah.
So for example, if a guy like, we got a whole bunch of people that in this world that look for content creators just to make their day or even change their life. We're coming into streams and dropping, $40,000, just for example. If you're higher up on the chain, you might not get looked at because they want to make somebody's day.
Yeah.
So when we look at it, content creators that are, at the top of the page with, 2 million followers, if you throw them a dollar or two, I'm not gonna say 7 times out of 10 times that they're not gonna really give the hype that you want. When a person with 200 followers get $1 or $2, they're gonna give you the best, 100%. Reaction that you possibly can receive.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm always that person. If you send 10 cents, 30 cents, it's just to know that somebody wants to support you. You understand what I'm saying? So if that happens, people got to realize this. Once again, this is why I keep saying it. You don't know who's watching your stream.
Yeah.
I recently just had I don't know if you know him, but he's a football player, and his little cousin came into my game. Jadavion Clowney. He just went over to the Seahawks. He just went into my stream. He went into my stream with his little cousin. And they were watching the stream, and his little cousin would tell me one day, let's all play together. And I thought that was one of the coolest things to ever happen. To watch, I watched him since he was in college. So to have something like that happen, it's just once again, you don't know who's watching your stream. There's somebody that wants to wake up and be like, even Stallion wakes up one day, he's like, yo, let me go into Bond stream and make his day.
Yeah.
Once again, I would never know who's watching my stream. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always tell people, when you turn on your stream, always keep the energy that you want. Don't ever give out energy that you're not used to. If I'm going to get on stream, if I'm upbeat and all stuff like that, that's who I am. I'm not going to get on stream and be upbeat just because someone told me to or something's going on that wants me to be upbeat. I just want to be myself. You know what I'm saying?
No, you spit a lot of facts, man. Honestly, I'm really enjoying this interview right now because even I'm learning. Me too. I'm truly learning a lot as well. And sometimes, it doesn't matter how much experience you've got on streaming or on the platform. Sometimes you can. It doesn't matter how many years you've been doing this. I guarantee every single one of us at some point sits there and thinks, "Oh man, this is just not working out right now, or this is just not going the way I want it to go." And it's just I'm very lucky in the same way that you are. That at the moment you're still at home, I'm still at home. I have no kids, barely any overheads. I can kind of, just enjoy myself in what I'm doing and not have to worry about having to, overpay bills or anything like that, or worry about having a family or anything like that. So for me right now, it's about how far can I get before it gets to that part in my life, and then and then making the change from there. I was going to ask you, so how long have you actually been doing this as a full-time shindig? How long has you been doing this full-time?
I think when I hit 27K, I don't know when exactly that was. I just seen Snapchat always helps you out with that stuff. So
yeah,
August 29th, I had 9K followers. So 27, I think it was somewhere around February, a little bit after. Somewhere around that time, that's when I realized I was because I was working at Dunkin' Donuts and I was making way more than what I was working. You know what I'm saying? Working at Dunkin' Donuts, I was making so much more. So that's when I realized. And my boss was just really kind of an a-hole. So I was just like, you know what? I'm out of here. And that's when I realized, I'm like, yo, if things keep going like this, I'm like, I'm going to become a full-time content creator. And that's exactly what happened. I was receiving, every month was coming in looking good, very, very good. And another thing too is like, if I didn't know how to manage, and I owe it up to my manager as well, if I didn't know how to manage everything, that could have been my, my indicator if I should be full-time or not. Like me being able to manage the money that I was receiving the correct way, with me getting that check right away. It's just take out all your bills and expenses, phone bill, cable bill, food, electricity, everything. That's always got to be taken care of first. And that's when you can start to look at like, okay, can I go buy myself this extra pair of sneakers, or can I go and get myself a stream upgrade or something like that? And that's when I started to look at. And when I realized, I'm like, Dunkin' Donuts, rude customers, I got to wear something, all this stuff. And then that's when I realized, I'm like, I don't want to wake up and have to be somewhere at a certain time because it's rough. That's where I'm that person. I woke up, I looked at myself, I looked at the time, I'm like, yo, I have work in 15 minutes, I'm not feeling it. Hello,
same,
my
bro.
stomach's feeling really bad, and I just called out, and it happened too many times. So that's when I realized, I'm like, I really can't work at Dunkin' Donuts no more. And that's when I just told him, I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna put in my 2-week notice, and that's when I quit. And then just everything from here on just been great. Like I just came off a great vacation that I thought I would never have in a million years. I would have never thought I had, but just went up for a great vacation, and I'm blessed to be at the spot that I am in now.
Isn't it insane? Like 10 years ago, like none of this was available, right? The fact that you can just go on to, the light with a camera and just kind of get your unique ways out there and get your content, push your stuff out there. To the fact that people can go full time off this now. I remember this story so well, right? I was about, I think 5-6 months into my streaming journey. Everything was going so well. And I seen this tweet from this like pretty huge streamer. And she was like, I've just walked out of my job. I just turn around and say goodbye to my job for the last time. I'm now a full-time content creator. And this tweet sticks in my head. And I was like, that is going to be me someday. I don't care how long it takes. And I literally, within 2 months of that, I was earning so much more than I was in my full-time job for doing like half the hours in terms of actual streaming, because I was doing a lot more on social. And I was like, I've now been that person who tweeted. And since October the 16th last year, I went full-time. And holy shit, man. Like, it was the best feeling in the fucking world. But 10 years ago, this shit wasn't possible, bro. The technology wasn't out for this kind of stuff. It's nuts, right?
Not even close.
No.
Not even close.
So it's like, it's amazing that we have this platform and this community where people can just like come through, and you meet all these people who are like so dedicated to you, that will follow like your every word, that will follow your moves and what you do. And they see you as like this kind of like internet celebrity, or like this, this person who they want to look up to and help and support. Like, does it ever like weigh on your shoulders to think, what, actually there's a lot of people with a lot of expectation on me. Sometimes I feel like I just need a break.
That's a great thing, because there's times where it gets to you, but at the same time, for me, I had a really bad experience when maybe like, I want to say like 4 or 5 months ago, there was a person that actually was thinking, some really bad thoughts. And that's when I turned off my stream for one individual and really sat there and spoke to them. And he had his mom come in there, his whole family, and they all came in there and thanked me through the stream and really showed me a lot of love. And that's why I realized, I'm like, this is serious. You know what I'm saying? People really look up to you. People really look at you as like their role model, their best friends and stuff like that. That's why I don't play games. When I tell people, like, listen, I'm a friend to you now, and if you ever need something, contact me, because I know how it is. There's times where friends in school, because I'm not going to say I was a popular dude, but I mean, I was a quarterback.
Yeah.
Played varsity since I was not 10th grade, almost 9th grade, and I was known in my school, and everybody thought I was a jerk, but I was genuinely going up to people and saying what's up to the people that weren't as known.
Yeah.
And that's why I realized, I'm like, these people really look up to him. One of my best friends, I kid you not, he would never say nothing to me in school. And I always asked him, I said, why would you never say nothing to me in school? And he was just like, I just don't think you want me to do that. And that's where I realized, like, I stopped sitting with all the cool kids, went over to his table every day. And I really that's when I started focusing on, this is my friend. You know what I'm saying? We go home and play Diablo every night. You know what I'm saying? From us running bow runs to all this stuff. That's when I sat there and I was like, yo, I want to seriously sit here and forget all these other kids. You know what I'm saying? These kids are cool. I go to football with them every day. I talk to them every day. But if this person's at the lunch table with another friend and the friend leaves or doesn't show up and you're sitting by yourself, I'm gonna go over there and just be like, "What's up?" Like that's just the person I am, and I want people to realize like I'm just not this dude that's just I'm the cool dude. You know, I'm a job. None of that stuff. That's not how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? My mom made sure that you can be a great athlete, but at the end of the day, you never know what's going to happen. Now, if your knee shatters and you become this really big dude, now everybody's looking like, what happened to Bonbon? Now nobody wants to talk to you, and now you kind of not pooped on this dude, but the dude that was really being your friend, and you never wanted to be his friend because you wanted to stick out with the cool people. Now, when the cool people go away, that person doesn't want to be a friend anymore. So that's why I'm always just sticking with not have to, but it's very, very good that if somebody tells you like, listen, I'm really depressed, you can't just be like, oh, all right. You got to really listen to them because you don't know what's happening. You could either save their life, you know what I'm saying, help them get the help they need. And that's why I really looked at it.
That's honestly probably the best way you could have like worded it. Like, absolutely. Like and that brings me on to the next question that I was going to ask you. Have you noticed during your journey, and I guarantee you would have seen people that do this, people that change when they get to a certain level, whether they hit partnership or whether they get clout or whether they, get a fat raid or whether they hit a certain amount of subs or, or whatever the currency is, let's say. Some people's attitudes change, and it's really unfortunate that it comes to that. The fact that they can just think they can get to that level and then it will just be like, boom, I can now feel like I can talk shit to everybody because I'm now at this level.
I'm that guy.
Have you experienced it? Have you done it? Like,
I seen it with my own eyes. I'll never say the person's name or anything like that, but I seen it with my own eyes. This person went from, person to person, but he went to person up a ladder. So as he was growing, he was only talking to the people that was at his level. And then when he passed your level, the communication you guys had comes to a cease completely. And that's why I realized I'm like, I never want to be that person.
Yeah.
If I go and get 400,000 followers tomorrow, would I do this with with Stallion again? Yes. Not a question about it. Because this is where it goes to show you that you can't let that stuff get to your mind, because at the end of the day, now if your account gets shut down, where are you at now? Like, you just became this hot shot. You stopped talking to this person, that person, this person, and because you were higher than them. But now, if you know what I'm saying, your account gets shut down because something happened, God forbid something happens, now you're just stuck in a situation where, oh, now I got to go talk to this person again. Maybe he could help me. Maybe you got to look at, if you're going to another person's stream, you got to look at a friendship before you're looking at networking or talking or trying to get a shout out. Because when I look at people who come into my stream, like, hey, can I get a shout out?
Oh God.
All right. All I tell them is this: if you really want that shout out, you'll go and do, like I always tell people, if you want a shout out, go follow my shoes. You know what I'm saying? Support me before I support you. You know what I'm saying? If you come into my stream every day, I call that support. I'm going to give you a shout out just because you're here.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Not because you're this guy. I'm doing support. I do shout outs to the people that support me, and that's just how I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I seen that happen with that one individual, that's why I realized, I really never want to be this person. So that's why I'm always just looking at trying to be the best content creator, along with, staying in your lane.
Yeah.
If I grew with my entire chat the entire time, I'm never going to switch. If I go ahead and stare up and get 100,000, people will tell you right now, since I was at 2,000, since I was at 800, 300, I've been the same person. I haven't changed. Only thing that's changed is my numbers. That's it.
Yeah.
Numbers is just numbers, man. That's what I look at.
They don't mean shit, bro. I'm exactly the same, dude. Pre-partner tick, post-partner tick, numbers, sub count. Like, my channel has always been based around having fun and bringing a positive, positive attitude on stream and making sure that people's days are being made. And, we have influence in here to try and push people's contents and try and get people's name out there and try and bring people together. And that's really, really important. And, like, if that changes just because of a status change, then it's kind of the whole fake it till you make it, right? Like,
right.
And that shit really pisses me off, man. Like, when you see people change after a certain amount of time just because they're like, oh, well, I finally hit partner now. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm gonna do what I want. It's just like, well,
they're like, hey, catch you later. It's just that
like,
I'm with you 100% on that. That really irritates me because it's like, yo, we were just talking we were super cool, and then like you got a little bit more than me, and now I'm under the boat as you. Like,
yeah.
Oh, that's the worst. It really is the worst.
Yeah. And then there's also people that are not proud of their streaming friends, regardless of how well they do. Like, we always give the analogy of, you know, streamer A and streamer B that grow, and, you know, streamer B is really happy for streamer A when he's doing really well, but then when streamer A sees streamer B doing really well, he gets super jealous and says, you know, why am I not getting this? Like, how do you change that mindset from why am I not getting this to, you know what, that person's actually working really hard, they deserve to be getting this? You know, how far does that mindset and mentality come in this game? Because you can drive yourself nuts with jealousy in the streaming world, right?
Yes, you really. I mean, people gotta realize, focus on your own growth. You know, I preach it all the time because if I wake up and somebody's 3,000 followers over me, why am I upset? If anything, if you don't want to be happy for them, don't say anything at all. Don't make it known where you're starting to really, it can come off your energy and your vibes are looking like, yo, you're not happy for this person. I mean, I've seen my own close friend on Mixer grow so much, and I'm just more than happy for the person because they kill it. They kill it every day. So why am I going to be upset and be like, oh man, I'm upset because this person has this many followers and listen, I grow at my own rate. Yeah. Whether it's from a host, whether it's from a person talking to me, whether it's people just finding out who I am, I just grow due to me being on stream every day, and I'm just looking to grow and meet people. Forget the growing. I'm looking really to meet people and understand how everybody is outside of, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a gamer. I call myself a gamer nerd every day. Call me what you want. You know what I'm saying? I will legit be okay with having 40,000, you know what I'm saying, internet friends than to have a friend that really doesn't care for me. You know what I'm saying? I would really rather have that.
How did your friends and family find you streaming in the first place? Do you ever get any like resistance or anything to say like you're wasting your time?
My mom, and that's a huge shout out. Like, I don't mean that, but like my mom was a really big supporter of me. I mean, she took pictures of me when I first went and got me balloons for my 1K. And I still have the picture to this day.
Love that. That's huge.
I had 1K followers. My mom went and got me balloons, threw me a little cake. Well, that was with my sister and stuff like that. But I mean, from my family point of it, my brother, he comes in my stream, has over 1,000 hours in my stream. My girlfriend / manager, she has over 1,000 hours in my stream. My mom, she really is not into the technology like that and stuff like that, but she comes onto my stream, records me, tells her friends about me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what a mom's going to do. But I mean, when I'm talking about all these people support me in every way possible, when I call my sister, like, hey, listen, I'm starving, but I'm in a really nice stream right now. Can you go give me something to eat? They're always there to help me. And that's why I'm super, super thankful for my family with being okay with me doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's really cute, bro. I'm exactly the same. I'm with a family who, especially my mum, the same with your mum, she's always supported everything. You know, she's always said it as it was, though, like keeping it realistic in that, like, if you're going to go full time, you have to have the, you know, the bills to back it up. And, you know, I proved that, I've shown her that, and she's always supported me ever since that. What advice would you give for people that don't have such a supportive family, people that are struggling in their situations with people that don't support them?
Now that's the thing. When everybody comes into my stream, they always ask me, yo, how do I grow? I always tell them, get your family involved first. And if they don't get your family involved first, tell your friends. If your friends don't want to support you, listen, it's a hard thing to happen. I'm not going to lie to you. It's very hard to get yourself going, but you can. And when I say you can is because after my family, remember I told you the first time my family came in, there was 4 of them that came in there. No, it was 5 of them. I'm lying. Sorry. 5 of my family members that came in there today, they didn't show back up until like maybe, 2-3 weeks later. It'll happen, but you really want to, as long as you keep streaming, no matter what, from 1,000 to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, and so on, you really need to start getting your family on board, because when your family's on board, they could do situations like, if you got to run to the store real fast, but you have the insane stream going. I tell my brother all the time, hey, Loopy, can you come sit in the chair for me real fast and just keep the chat entertained while I go grab a bite to eat? He'll do it. My mom will do it. Everybody in my family will be okay with sitting in this chair and just speaking to the chat. So the people that don't have that family point where they're not going to be as supportive. Like, I'm not going to say any family is not going to be supportive of it.
Yeah.
But it's very hard. But that's where you go and find a community that will support you.
Yeah.
In a way, like, if that's weird to say, because I call it the tech family. We're a family. We all support each other. So if somebody's down, I expect every last member, however many members that we do have, I expect all of them to come in there and say, yo, what's going on? I'm here for you. Just because it's always good to have somebody that you know you can go to.
Yeah.
Like, so for me, I know I always could go to my community, my family, everything like that. If you don't have those, I don't want to say it's hard or it's impossible, but you really want to start getting your family involved. Obviously, if you're a person that doesn't, contact with their family anymore, for whatever reason it is, then it's not hard, but it'll definitely be a little bump in the road that once you get over it, you'll have that new family.
Yeah. And
your new family is now your community.
Yeah, sometimes your online community can be your family, right? Some people that have, and that's another great thing about streaming, is some people that have no, they say they have no friends or nobody in what we, obviously we class as the real world. They go online and meet all these amazing people via the internet and via streaming and stuff, and it's just like, boom, their confidence goes up, everything just goes up because they've met all these amazing people and they've allowed to be themselves and flourish. I think something that people are scared of as well is not being able to be themselves on stream, because they may think that they have to put on like a particular persona to try and succeed. Give us your thoughts on people doing that and people changing the way they are just for streaming benefits.
I mean, one thing, and I'll say this right now: if you are going to be a content creator, please do not put on this attitude or this person that's not you.
Yeah. Because
after a certain time, if you're on that 8 hours, 9 hours, people are going to see who you are.
Yeah.
And I've seen it happen before. So for me, my sister, she gets on me about it. But when I go out, I'm the same person on stream. And my brother's friends and all that, they say, why are you talking like you on stream? I said, because that's the person that I am.
Yeah.
I will legit go outside right now and try to talk to somebody that I don't even know. Like the other day, I was in an airport and I seen somebody with an Astros backpack. I just asked him, you game? And we just had a full-blown conversation just because I asked that question.
Yeah.
And that's really how it is. It's like, this is how the world is. If you're going to walk around and act a certain way on the internet and a certain way on, because we know we have those internet gangsters that will really be like, yo, I'll come over there and beat you up, this and that. And you find a picture of them and they're, this little skinny dude that just really told you that he was going to beat you up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have those people. Those people aren't going to really go too far. But the people that if I'm a streamer and I go outside and I go out and I go meet everybody and they're like, yo, I did not expect Bond to be like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie. There is not two sides to me, but there's also, I'm a professional content creator that I have to, I'm not saying be a certain way, but when I'm on teen rated, we like to call teen rated because Mixer has teen rated and then 18 and plus and stuff like that. The only thing that's going to change is the language here and there. That's the only thing that's going to change between me and them. You know what I'm saying? 18 plus and teen rated. Because I'm not going to get on teen rated and start just flying F-bombs and all this stuff all over the place.
Yeah.
But when I get on 18 plus, I'm that person. I'm going to just let them fly. That's just because when I'm on 18 and plus, I'm, you know what I'm saying, not more comfortable, but you're allowed to say whatever you want. You know what I'm saying?
I leave myself on 18 plus 24/7, bro, because the shit that goes on in this chat and this stream, and because we build around like loads of hype, momentum, and crazy music and fucking pillow dances and twerks and shit. Like I don't think I could ever take it off 18 plus, or else I'll probably get an insta ban. So yeah, that for me is really important. Even whether people actually read that 18 plus thing or not, that's on them. When it comes to that point. Stanley hasn't got a filter, and honestly, neither does the chat. Exactly, we say it as it is in here, and do you know what? I think that's why we respect each other so much, is because neither of us are scared to say how it is between the chat and the streamer. All right, I wanted to get down to crunch time now. So me and you had a bit of a chat last week, and it's interesting how we got to meet each other through. It was actually Chris that told me about you. Yeah, he told me about you. He told me about your stream and whatnot. So that brought us into a conversation about the hype unit. Now, I'm sure
Yep.
you guys can probably understand where this is going to go here. We don't really have anybody in the kind of mixer audience like right now as a giant influencer. So, my question to you right now is officially, are you ready to come and join the unit? Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Are we fucking having it?
100%.
Are we fucking having it?
I've been ready,
bro?
man. Yeah, let's do it, bro.
Gonna be having
I've been
it.
waiting. This conversation's just awesome too. So I'm glad that we had this talk, and now I feel like at home. You know what I'm saying? Just ready to really flourish and really start putting out that hype. You know?
Yeah, man.
What we about?
This is where my chat's gonna shout at me now because I haven't given an inch of like fucking tempting this all day. All I've said is me and this guy have been chatting. I want to get him on my show, but nobody had any idea that you were going to be joining Hype. So I wanted to make that a big surprise for everybody. But yes, guys, don't say anything on Twitter yet. Leave the only people that know about this right now are the people that are in here. So obviously talk about it between yourselves and to other people. But obviously don't like go out there and splash it out. Let's wait till his official announcement is done. But yes, you are seeing the newest Hype streamer right here, Mixer partner legend, that is Bon. That is going to be joining our team, and he's going to be fucking wrecking over at Mixer for us. So we're going to be teammates, bro. We're going to be teammates. I can't wait to have Bon on the team with us. And that being said, Bon, have you had previous experience with other orgs, other teams? And if so, what is it you've been doing with them?
I never had no organization hit me up, anything like that.
How?
I'm not saying I'm upset about that, but nothing. I never had nothing. And shout outs to Chris because Chris really came at me and was like, yo, listen, I love your attitude, your content and everything like that.
Yeah.
Let's start thinking about something. And I told him that we have an org ourselves, but he was like, look at it in this way. And he really taught me to show me like you can be in other organizations and everything is okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when I really looked at it and I said to myself, I said, yo, if I'm okay with that, and everything's fine, let's do it because I'm so down for it. I've seen the people, and now having this conversation with you, I'm really all about it because, I mean, you're a great person. Your community,
likewise, bro.
Amazing. Like, I'm trying to look at the chat at the same time. I do apologize if I'm not answering you guys, but I'm looking at the chat, and you guys are really, really down for you. You know what I'm saying? They like you, and I'm really feeling how everybody is, and I'm actually really excited. And I can't wait for us to make the announcement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
man.
just let that announcement go and
bomb it from there, bro. It's gonna be lit, dude. Like, honestly, we're always trying to expand with like more content creators, and we have a solid stream team now of about 18, 19 people. So I can't wait to have you in, with a team with us, and obviously on a different platform as well. And somebody did ask that earlier. We haven't actually brought that question up yet. Why did you choose Mixer? Was there any particular reason that you decided to start with Mixer and just keep going with it?
Yeah, no, I mean, well, right now, like, for me, why did I choose Mixer?
Yeah.
It was never an option of like, okay, this right here, okay, I'm going to look at all the Facebook gaming, Twitch, Mixer, and everything. It really, if Twitch was on Xbox, I probably would have been on Twitch. But just because Mixer was on Xbox and I started it off, obviously everybody knows the story now.
Yeah.
If it was a different platform, I probably would have been on that platform due to it was just the thing that was so convenient that was the only thing that was allowing me to stream.
Yeah.
So Mixer, I mean, I don't want to, get out of here and hate on Twitch or anything like that.
No,
but
of course
Mixer
not,
really made me like it really gave me a home just because of the simple fact of that they were right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never had no issues on Mixer. They always showed me so much love.
Yeah.
And just going to PAX West, it really showed me that Mixer, the staff members, the actual organization, and Microsoft, they all showed me so much love. That's why I really fell in love with Mixer, and I've liked Mixer for the entire time. But that's what really brought me home and sat there and really looked at it like they really care about me.
That's nice, man. That's really nice. It's good that you have that particular reason, like that you have your own like what's the word for it? Like there's like a nostalgia to it. It's actually a story, not just because of something to do with like a view count or anything. You know what I'm saying? Before I ask you the next question, I'm just gonna cover your face with a video real quick from your pinned tweet. I want you guys to see this. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to see this yet. Hold on. I'm gonna show you guys Bon's.
I don't know if it's gonna come up, but it might need to be turned sideways. Like that's what I messed up. I messed it up because
it's okay. We should just be able to see it. I'll play the video and then you guys can let me know what you think.
Yo, Ninja!
All right, guys, watch this.
Yo, I don't even know what to do. Yo, look at my chat.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Is a subscriber.
Bear with, it's just buffering. Yo, Misty, thank you so much for the tier 1 for 2 months in a row. I love you. Just in case you guys didn't know, Bon got raided by Ninja on Mixer.
Yo! Oh my god! Yo, Ninja! Bro! Ninja! I said Ninja! Mom! Come here! Come here right now! Mom! Come here! Oh my god! Mama! Yo! Oh my... Yo! Oh my god!
Holy shit.
Yo, I don't even know what to do!
So, several questions. Number one being, how the fuck did you not, like, lose your shit anymore and, like, start flipping stuff? Like, how many people did you bring in, bro? Like...
I think it was 15,000. I'm pretty sure it was 15,000. And like that right there was me flipping because my buddy right there that's in chat, Dizolas, that's my boy right there. That's one of my closest friends from Mixer to Twitch. He was there too, but I mean, it was just that moment. Like, people don't understand. You really don't know what to do.
Yeah, you don't.
Like, I was just freaking out. I mean, I picked up my phone. My game was freezing. I mean, it was just so much emotions going on. Like, I wanted to cry. I wanted to get hype. I wanted to flip everything in my room. I wanted to run upstairs, tell my mom, get my whole family involved. It was just so much emotions. But at the same time, I was a deer in the headlights. Like, I was just stuck because I didn't know what was going on. Because when it first happened, my stream didn't register it. But I see my chat, and it was just flooded with Ninja Raid. I thought it was a joke because my stream, my moderators, have been getting on me for a while about it, like Ninja Raid, just joking around with it. And I was just like, when it happened, it was really one of those moments like, yo, it's here. Like, here's your time to really shine. And I mean, when I went from, I think I was like on for 8 hours, I was on for 22 hours that night. And when I mean, the amount of growth that happened.
Yeah.
Huh?
You got to milk it, right? Like, when do you get...
Yeah, I mean, I tell it to everybody, it's not in that way. Like, if you're a content creator, this is like your time to shine. Like Ninja himself, we all can say Ninja is the LeBron James of gaming.
Pretty much.
You know, LeBron James is the world's greatest basketball player. Ninja is the LeBron James of gaming and streaming. So that's when I told people, it's like, this is your time to shine. Like, they're going to put you right there. This is where you want to give people your content to find out who you are.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had a bunch of people really say, like, really genuine, nice things to me. And that really kept me going. And also, shout outs to G Fuel. They kept me going because, I mean, I was cranking G Fuels all night. And I was just letting it go. And ever since that day, it's just been a blessing. When I mean, from people, meeting people to, you know what I'm saying, getting stuff going to happen. That day really, I could flat out say that day changed my life in so many positive ways.
Have you found that a lot of people have stuck around since that Ninja Raid?
I mean, a decent amount of people stuck around for like the first 4 days, but at the same time, their favorite content creator is Ninja. Yeah. So that's where I kept saying it over and over. I didn't want to, there's people like, oh, I'm going to start watching Ninja now. I told them, no. Listen, guys, Ninja just came over and showed us love. Yeah. Everybody that dropped a follow, thank you guys so much. But continue supporting your favorite content creator. I'm not the person, and that's where I just want to get off a little bit off track. But I tell people this all the time. A lot of content creators don't want to host people, and this is my reasoning for thinking that they don't want to host people. There could be a whole bunch of different reasons, but a lot of people are scared of hosting somebody and then them losing that viewer. So when you host somebody, you gotta realize that these people are here for you. You know what I'm saying? Your chat right now, I can genuinely tell they like you and for who you are. So when you really look at it, you can't be that scared to be like, all right, I'm scared that my people aren't going to show back up, so I'm not going to host anybody. For me, I run an auto hoster all night, and it goes throughout the entire mixer. Yeah. And I just let people, you know what I'm saying, get their chance. I have like around 14 to 15 lurkers that stay in my stream all night because they're farming up sparks. Yeah. If those 14, 15 people, that's all that's going to do is bump you. You know what I'm saying? To get you more exposed. So when somebody goes to click on the Fortnite page or the Destiny 2 page or even the web browse page, you're up more on there so that you get a chance to be shown. So that's my take on a host. I don't think a host is more so for clout or anything like that. A host is more so is for you to get bumped up and for more people to get to see you.
Do you know how I honestly see it as well? Like you got to realize that you've got to play your part as a content creator as well, right? So let's say you like raid somebody. You can't. Firstly, you can't have the thoughts of when you raid somebody to say this person's going to steal all my viewers because like that's
right.
not what it's about. When you raid someone, right? Let's say for example you raid somebody and then that person truly finds happiness in that person's stream. You know, you can look at that in two ways. You can look at it in okay, I've lost a supporter and I've lost a follower now because this person's going to watch this person. Or you can look at it in a way to say, you know what, I've actually brought this person together with somebody who's an amazing content creator and they actually prefer that person's content for several reasons. You know, that is only going to benefit that person and that content creator that you've done that favor for. You know, you can't be scared to host and raid people, man, because that's just... I can't stand people that finish their stream and then just go offline, bro. Like that is a potential waste. I have raided in every single stream ever since I first started. I don't care about numbers. I don't care about how many people. I'll bring that raid into someone's channel to make somebody's day regardless. If somebody then just chooses to become best friends with that streamer or watch that streamer as their main streamer, that's great. I've just helped to form a relationship right there. And for me, it's always been about my whole community and everybody getting to know everybody. That's why we do these segments. That's why we give people the time to shine. That's why we let people submit their content through here. That's why we do the things that we do in here. And, you know, I really like bringing people together, and I think that's really, really important. And unfortunately, a lot of, you know, there are people out there that are selfish and they won't host anyone. They won't raid anyone because they're scared that they're going to lose what they've got. So,
right.
Yeah, it's just an unfortunate one.
And I mean, you hit it on the point, and that's why I try to tell people: if you can host somebody and that person really finds its home,
exactly,
that can help in so many ways. Of like the first person they see. Say if I go into Twitch right now and I click on, you know what I'm saying, recommended. The first person I see, I click on. If I fall in love with it, okay, cool, that's perfect. But now, if I'm stuck every day going to watch one person, and I can never get to watch another show. Yeah. Now, I can always say we're former television for some people. So some people that don't even get cable because, you know, people like us are on and they get to really sit here and just watch. Yeah. So that's what I try to tell people. Like, if we could sit there and watch and you know what I'm saying, just allow people to have different shows so that if that case happens, if I'm offline or you're offline, somebody else could find the next person. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to completely forget about you. They might just enjoy that stream a little bit more.
Yeah.
So they'll say, okay, I'll BRB. They'll go and stop into that stream. Are we going to be crying about it? We should not be.
Nah.
We should be happy that this person is basically finding the right home for themselves.
Yeah. I love your mindset,
man.
I generally feel like we have exactly the same mindset on this. It's great.
They're exactly the same.
100%. It really is. It really is heartwarming to see another content creator with the same kind of mindset in that, you know, it's about spreading that love. And end of the day, right, we're all out here trying to do the same hustle. So if you can help out somebody else, you know, via a raid or a host or something like that, is like, just
do it. Exactly. Yes, man.
Exactly. Really important. To anyone who's just joined us, Cookie, I see you in the chat. Love you, by the way. Scott, thank you for the 110 bits plus the 11. Thank you so much. This man right here, I'm going to call you Mr. Bonbon for now, is our latest.
That's what I want to call me.
Mr. Bonbon here. This is going to be our latest member of the Hype Unit. The only people that know about this are you lot in the chat. Don't tweet it. Keep it between yourselves. This is not going to be tweeted until it's fully announced on the Twitter, but this is going to be our newest pickup. He's a Mixer streamer, legend. You can find his links in the chat. We have just over 20 minutes of the interview left to go, and I've been thoroughly enjoying this. Like, you know, I did have a little bit of, you know, thinking in the back of my head, because usually people that I pull on this show I know a little bit about, or, you know, I've had some sort of, you know, history with them. But between me and you, we're very fresh. Like, we spoke a little bit for the other day, but I did not know what you were going to be like coming on here. And this has been probably one of the most successful interviews I've ever had. This has opened my eyes to a lot of things as well. So it's been amazing. One thing that we do in here, Bon, is every time we bring somebody in for an interview, we allow them to have their own command in the chat. So your command can be whatever you want. So you can do like !Bonbon if you like, as an example. And then you can choose what your command says. So every time you come in here, you can do !Bonbon, and that will kick off the command in the chat.
Hey.
Is there anything that you say? Have you got like a saying? Is there like anything you're known for, or?
What am I really known for? I have one emote that everybody gets on me for. I always do the emote like this.
Yeah.
I don't know why I always do that emote, but I don't know. That's a great question.
We could do Mom Get the Camera. Like, you know.
Oh yeah, right.
What do you think?
Not that. Okay, that's funny because that is right now. All my streams tell me that because if you really listen to it, I'm like, Mom, ninja, and my mom's like, stop cursing. And I'm like, I said ninja, and that like everybody talks about that to this day because I think it's just super funny that she thought I was saying something completely different. I'm like, no, I would never say that on stream, but she was like, stop cursing, and like it was just one of the funniest things because that at that moment we were all laughing, like the people I was in a party with, we were all just laughing at like back when we looked at the video because. I mean, I was just so crazy. I kept saying the word ninja over and over and over, and it was just like so crazy. So that could probably be a command. That would be.
What would you like it to say then? So exclamation mark bonbon, and then
exclamation point bonbon, and then I don't know. I mean, what do I always say? I'm trying to think. I don't know.
You could just do like.
I don't know what.
I don't know, man.
I don't know what. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it just depends on what means the most to you in terms of like what you want to be known for every time you came in and did it. What would you want it to say? Ninja.
I don't know. What is the chat thing? Honestly, what is the chat thing?
I quite like Mom Get the Camera. I think that kind of sums up you and your personality in terms of like how like you know how nice you are. Yeah, because I'm
a mama's boy, so yeah.
Me too, bro. Best way to be. There we go. Chat, let's do it. So exclamation mark bonbon, and then we're gonna have it as Mom Get the Camera. That means every time you come in here, you can do your own command and you'll have it there. And we do that for every single person who comes in for an interview, bro. So
I always do that, right? I always do exclamation point at the end. I don't know why.
There we go. Exclamation mark bonbon. Perfect. That gives us around 20 minutes left, bro. So we're gonna go back to talking about the community a little bit more. In regards to if there is like 3 pieces of key advice that you'd give for anyone who's starting off their streaming journey, regardless of platform, right now, what would them pieces of advice be?
In my opinion, I think these are the 3 best tips I could give to anybody. One is support yourself before you support anybody else. So people might say this is you know, they can have their own opinion, but if you're going on live and everybody has this right here, iPhone, some type of device that can go on the internet. Turn your stream on yourself. Give yourself a view. Support yourself before anybody else supports you. Yeah. That's rule number 1. 2, get your family on board. Make sure your family is really into your stream because once again, if all my brothers are watching and my brothers and sisters, we have 5 people in the house. If they're all watching, that's 6 views in total right away because my family and myself, I support it.
Yeah.
3, this is the biggest one, is always to be yourself. Make sure that you're engaging and being focused on the people that are in your chat before anybody else. So if Ninja decides to come into your chat one day,
imagine. Focus
on everybody in the chat. Focus on Ninja. But if Ninja's not in the chat, don't worry about Ninja. You know what I'm saying? Worry about the people that are in your chat now because those are the people. If I'm streaming and I'm playing a game and I'm not focusing on the people that are in chat because I'm worried about Ninja coming back, I'm not going to grow as a content creator at all because those people are going to be like, all right, he's not paying attention to me. I'm going to leave. You know what I'm saying? When people come into your stream and say hi, sometimes they could be trolling or they could really genuinely like see if you're going to interact with them.
Yeah.
So if you interact with them and you keep interacting with them, everybody knows. I'm pretty sure probably one of your mods or somebody else has said this in chat. Wow, you read the chat a lot. Wow, you interact with the chat a lot because they're not expecting that. They're expecting to see a streamer just get on the game and play the game and not care about the chat at all.
Yeah.
So that's where I fell in love with those 3 tips, and those really helped me to grow to where I'm at now.
I get so much shit from my community, honestly. Man, I'm always like, I have a thing in my community. They call it the side eye because I like. Even when I'm playing like a crazy game like Overwatch and like loads of crazy shit is going on, I'm still like my eyes still flick to the side in that Like, I always have to see what the chat's doing, because for me, no matter how many viewers I've got or how crazy the chat is, I really try to not miss any message, because, like, end of the day, somebody's come in, opens you a tab and wants to come and sit there and talk to you and spend, like, time out of their day to be there and talk to you. And if you're just going to sit there and ignore that, it's kind of like, for me, it feels disrespectful. Like, I don't, if I ever miss a message, it's because I've generally missed it. Like, or they've typed something offensive or something, I'm not going to answer back. But apart from that, like, I will always try and answer every single message as much as possible, because it's so freaking important to make that time and effort with the people that make that time and effort with you.
Exactly. That's me 100%. Like, if I see anybody, I straight up right away, I just make sure, I'm like, yo, I'm so sorry if I miss your message, and then I'll answer it. And then if they're gone, I would always say to myself, people are like, why are you saying it out loud? I'd be like, I apologize, because I'm really sorry that I missed this person's message. But to answer that person, I am 6'5", so I'm a very tall guy. Yeah,
don't ask me how tall I am, because it'll just hit the piss. Don't whatever you do, don't listen to Shatty Gaming in the chat. He's he's been around way too long. Guys part of the furniture. Okay, so you've given your top 3 points. Are you going to any further events this year? So you said about PAX West. Is there anything else that you're going to this year?
PAX South I'll be at, PAX East I'll be at. I'm gonna try to get to BlizzCon, because I'm a big fan of Blizzard and everything that they do. So I'm gonna try to get there. I'm not too sure, but another thing too was that I was talking to another person about, like, TwitchCon. A lot of people were telling me that, like, you can go there and, you know what I'm saying, just go there to really enjoy yourself and get to meet other people. So, I mean, if I have the extra funds to do it, I'll definitely stop in there, try to get there. But right now, my next con that I'll be at basically will be PAX South.
I would love to meet at TwitchCon, bro. I'm actually traveling like 15 hours by flight to come to TwitchCon in a couple of weeks. So if you can go, man, that would be lit. Because that's going to be my first time ever in the States, and I'm going to be there. You know, I'm going to be there for just around a week or so. So if you can get there, bro, that'd be awesome to get to meet you. I'd love to meet you.
Yeah, that would definitely be fire.
That'd be sick, bro. So we've got about 15 minutes left. Can you have you got, like, any particular people or anyone from either your stream or whatever that you want to give a personal special shout out to, or anyone that's kind of made a real big impact on you in your streaming career?
There's a couple of people. Obviously, one being my family. So from my mom to all the way down to aunts, uncles, cousins, and my manager. She does, like, literally everything, that revolves around, talking to people and stuff like that, getting me involved, making sure that I'm keeping up with all my stuff, because, I mean, after the Ninja host, from emails to messages to everything, it's just been out of control, and she's helped me keep all that involved. So I want to give a shout out to my family, my manager, and everything like that. But the people on Mixer that definitely supported me throughout everything, all my moderators. One huge shout out is to Dezo, who came to stop in here and watch this whole type of interview. So shout outs to him. Shout outs to Simbi. Shout out to Split the Wig. I mean, there's a bunch of other people, but funny story about Split, he was the first person to ever donate to me. And he donated some real big time money. So shout outs to all those people. And I mean, it's so many people, it's really hard to be put on the spot to say shout outs to those people, but those people really impacted and helped my stream a lot. And I mean, there's so many more, but from all the moderators to the people that come into the stream all the time, all the great content creators on there. And I mean, there's a bunch of people like you. I want to give a shout out to you for, accepting me into the group and, showing love like that. So, yeah, man. And shout outs to your community for showing me, some insane love as well. So that's some of the person I am, to thank all the people that helped me.
Love that. And I love how humble you are, man. Like, you're so thankful of everything you've got. That's really important. And as you continue to move forward, like, that's going to be really shown in you, your attitude and the way that you are. So, and that's another reason, again, for everybody who's just coming from the raid and anybody who knows anything about the hype unit, this is our brand new teammate right here. The only people that are going to know anything about this are people that are in the chat right now. This has not been announced. Don't go out there fucking...
Got my cool glasses.
Hold on, let me put my cool glasses on right now. Someone, hold on, can we get like some sort of like hardcore pose, please? Because we're going to get this clipped. And this is going to get...
Oh, wait, where's my... I think my sister took my actual cool glasses. I have this glass.
Bro, you look like you're about to... You look like you're about to do a science experiment or some shit.
Yo,
hit me with that pose. Come on. What we got?
I can't find it.
Come on,
all right, let's get
come
on.
on. Yeah. Are you scared of more chat, huh? Probably him. I wouldn't. Honestly, man, it has been a fucking pleasure having you on here today. Again, to everybody in the chat, this is going to be the latest member of the Hype Unit. We're going to be picking him up. That is not going to be announced just yet, but when it does come through on Twitter, then you guys can all come in and show all your love. Thank you to everybody who came here today to listen to the interview and to listen to everything that's been going on. Do you have any final words, Bon, before we look to wrap this up, bro?
Honestly, I want to say thank you for having me on the show. I mean, it was a pleasure. Everybody that was in chat hanging out with us, that's awesome. And just that, you know, I can't wait to see what Hype Unit's about and what we're going to be able to accomplish within the next year or so, or however long we're a part of each other. But
yeah, man,
I'm super excited to see what we got in store. And thank you so much for having me on.
Pleasure, man. You enjoy the rest of your night. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on today. Yeah,
all right, thank you.
Round of applause for the sexy legend, please. Thank you so much, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care of yourself, Hobie. Peace.
All right, guys. Take care. Peace.
Peace. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our interview for today. And I tell you what, guys, I am actually mind blown. Like, I'll be perfectly honest. I did not know barely anything about Bon today. I did know that we were going to pick him up for the unit, that we were going to be talking about, you know, his future on Mix and stuff. But in terms of like personality and person, I've only seen a couple of clips. I did not know what today was going to bring. So today was very new for both him and for me. And you know what? It kind of felt nice because I knew nothing about his experience. He knew nothing about mine. And we just chatted, bro. And that hour and a half went so fucking quick. What a guy, bro. I am so excited to say this guy's going to be our teammate moving forward with everything. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. I will be posting out some clips out on the old Twitter relatively soon. Just a couple of things to you guys to mention about as well. During the stream today, as you guys can see, ! YouTube in the chat, we are pushing towards the big 300 subscribers, guys. So if you enjoy my content here and you haven't already, if you can check out the YouTube channel, we're only 8 subs away from the big 300. We upload twice a week. Loads of new content on there, so please check it out. And as well as that, ! Twitter in the chat. You guys can find me on Twitter or on social medias. We're currently doing a giveaway right now of Borderlands 3. And that giveaway finishes on Friday. There's loads of people entering right now. ! Twitter in the chat. Go check it out. It's the pinned tweet. If you guys do want to get a copy of the game or want a chance to get a copy of the game, then that is the best chance to do it.